This is Across the Streams Media Podcast.
Hey everyone, Aaron with Front Row Negative here. Before you begin this episode, there needs to be some context before you happen to try to enjoy this. This episode got out of hand. I had been drinking right before we recorded. I have guests who are kind of a little wild and, they're funny and things got out of hand. Along with that, I didn't properly give the rules for our Halloween horror brackets. And basically what that is that we have several movies, about 8 movies per brackets, 4 brackets, just like a March Madness type of a scenario. And usually what I do is I get about 20 to 30 movies, put them in a randomizer wheel, and then whatever 8 movies are picked, that's what I throw in the brackets. Didn't really explain that. And as for the rules part, basically best 2 out of 3 votes wins. The winning movie goes to the next round. Loser movie goes into the DVD bin at Walmart, the $5 clearance section at Walmart. That's usually how it goes. Also, listening back on this episode, I didn't really do a good job with the end credits of where you can find Front Row Negative, as well as our kind of family overlord, Across the Streams Media. So if you go to crossthestreamsmedia.com, they have a plethora of different shows, different acts, movie reviewers, stuff like that, which is a lot of fun. So if you enjoy our show, definitely check it out. Find something that you might enjoy. As for Front Row Negative, we have a YouTube channel, we have a TeePublic and Redbubble store, we have an Instagram page, we have a Facebook page, and as my daughter would say, we give great aura, we be bussin', and all those other buzzwords. So sorry to have to take up your time at the beginning, but you'll understand as you further listen to it and how much sidetracked off of topic that I got and then that we all got due to just a lot of chaos mixed into the show. It was a lot of fun, but still, happy Halloween. So without further delay, get ready for the episode. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Front Row Negative. We're back in this spooky season. Halloween movies are afoot, scary movies, all that cool stuff, cotton candy, pumpkin spice, all those things. And with that it comes the brackets that I usually bring with Front Row Negative. And sadly, co-host Chris will not be taking a part this year, but I've brought on 2 guests that are, if you listen to other shows I've done, they've both been a part of it. One is notorious for his very Florida man views, who has to kind of dominate everything, but at the same time, he likes to keep Chicago-based lawyers in check on a weekly basis.
No.
The other guest I brought in is also a co-host of that co-host before he moved away, and they had a good show that was entertaining, but that no longer happens. Hopefully, this show will bring them both back together, no beef, and we'll see what happens. So because I'm looking at the screen because someone stepped away, Rob, how are you doing? Thanks for coming back on.
Oh, you got to have me on more often.
I should.
I'm trying to find a new podcast home.
Are you trying to trend?
I'm trying to go viral ever since Patrick dismantled our other podcast that we had.
He dismantled it.
And then dismantled our YouTube gaming podcast thing that we had. So I'm definitely looking for other podcasts currently.
You want your reparations?
Yes, I do. And that's why I'll be voting for Kamala Harris this year.
I don't vote for people who multiply when touch water. So the other host on this episode, he's got Patrick returning as well, who was a former co-host of Robert before Robert moved away and left him and abandoned him.
That's true.
I mean, that's one way to look at it, which would be wrong. But I invited Patrick to come down to Central Florida the greatest place on earth and get out of Tallahassee, but he refused.
Yeah. I certainly refuse to move to Central Florida. 1000%. Forever and for always.
He didn't want to triple his bills to live next to the beach. So,
well, the good news about living in Florida in general is that my bills triple anyways. So it doesn't matter where. Yeah,
that's probably true.
That is very true.
Yeah.
I've seen the bills for Disney. I've been to Florida.
Oh no, my mortgage, my escrow is more than my principal and interest combined. And it's gone up like $300 a month this year alone.
So I don't speak bank or accountant, so I don't know what that means.
That's fair.
But I do know that my my Redbubble percentage checks have gotten a little higher when they raise the prices.
There you go. You heard it here, folks. And I do not own a house because I haven't paid taxes in 7 years. So,
I mean, well, I don't even know where you live because the last time I drove through Florida, you proceeded to go to a town over to go shopping.
That now Patrick will tell you that is something that could easily happen with me.
To you, I have never in my life gone to another town to go shopping.
Well, down here in Central Florida, we have mini towns.
No.
Mini monies, with hats and shoes and
you have Wizard of Oz museums in strip malls.
I mean, we do, but then we also have outlets. I also am a weekly visitor to Tropicana Field for my baseball team. And I have an incredible addiction to hats and shoes and Funko Pops and fly fishing now. I'm
agree on the hats.
Picking up golf.
I've sent you a few hats.
Yes, I have them actually somewhere on my desk, but I got to go through them all. Patrick doesn't send me anything anymore, so
I don't know if you can hear in the background. My child is having a meltdown.
I can't hear it, but that means you're doing right as a parent.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good. I mean, you're no Chris Benoit, but you're doing pretty good.
Holy shit! It's so good.
I am not.
That's so good. It's good to see Patrick as calm as he is after FSU start this year.
No, they broke us. The good news is they broke us last year. So
I was going to say they broke you early.
Yeah, we're like, who cares? Yeah.
I do think the funniest thing that's happened so far with the FSU thing is whatever that guy tweeted about eating a Solo cup full of white dog shit.
And he backed out.
Yeah, he deleted every social media. And somebody online got his phone number.
Oh wow!
So he's had to change his phone number too.
I mean, don't make bets that you can't accept. That's a serious bet. I wish some people would take bets to never make a movie again if their film doesn't get above 30% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That'd be fantastic. I think most of the films on this list would be out.
If that were the case, Tubi would not have a new movie in like 3 years. I
still have not got on the Tubi train.
Which is where I found Bad Candy, by the way. I just want to.
God. I'm looking at this list and it's depressing me.
And that's not in order either, because I just sent you a list out of order. That way you couldn't pick two out of each section and think about that was it. So gotta keep the mystery.
Yeah.
So guys, the reason I called you here is because we were going to go through the brackets of the Front Row Negative annual horror March Madness type thing. And the bracket that I brought you two here for is anthologies. The short stories, the mini things, the things that keep M. Night Shyamalan employed because he rips off those short stories and makes a major motion picture about them. That's how most of his movies work.
I did see a post from a movie podcast, and that post had like 12 likes, so they're really blowing up. but that we all need to respect The Happening and rewatch it. That The Happening doesn't deserve any of the hate that it has.
No, it deserves all the hate.
Maybe comparatively, like, have you seen The Watchers?
I've not seen The Watchers, but
it was on.
But thanks to Patrick, I paid $25 and I own the beach movie.
I told you not to.
It's on Shudder. Why would you?
Well, because when it first came out, Patrick said it's going to be the worst thing you've ever seen, and I immediately bought it. And then I immediately started texting him, "You owe me $25."
It's the one with the jellyfish zombies, right?
It's the one with the rap star, and they age, but they don't age, or all.
Oh no, different.
No,
one.
you're thinking the beach, or Beach House.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Beach House. Yeah, Beach House. Yeah.
No, this one. See again, like this one. It's every time it's at least every time that I go to my Amazon My List of what I own, that fucking thing pops up. I still have never rewatched it. So, cool. And it has bonus features apparently that I've never watched either.
Okay, so anyways, stay away from the beach. Wait, is this the one with like the stuff that's in the sand? Like, was it Brooke Hogan is in it?
Is Brooke Hogan in this?
Where they can't
no, you're talking about Blood Sand or The Beach.
What was this movie?
Or Blood Beach, where the sand, you mean like the little like tendrils come out of the sand?
Yeah, the tendrils come out of the sand.
That's actually solid, dude. I gotta like at least like the concept wise, it's shitty else. Everything else is awful, but that I don't know.
This one's old.
This one's old. Like how old?
The movie's called Old.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one. I remember old.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean the beach? An M. Night beach movie?
Yeah, I think Patrick saw it in theater or something. It was like during it was like during COVID. It's 2021.
I risked COVID. Like this is fairly early on, too.
Yes, the incest baby, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, not incest.
There's a baby. No, but is it? Isn't it?
No, it's a 5-year-old. It's like 2 5-year-olds, but like they aged super quick.
Yeah, but it's still kind of incesty.
They're not related.
It's still it's incest adjacent at the best.
I'm pretty sure M. Night saw that episode of Rick and Morty and was like, you know what? I'm making a movie about this on a beach, and that's what happened.
And that's the same thing I did. I also own Exorcist Believer. I paid $20 for that too.
Well, I mean, hopefully you could sue somebody to get that money back.
I
know a good lawyer.
There's so many quality movies that I will rent 20 times and never buy, but I own some of the most dog shit movies out there.
Yeah, I no, Marissa and I walked through the haunted house for Exorcist Believer and immediately said no.
So speaking of Halloween, and
I think I own Battlefield Earth too.
I'm sure you do, Rob. So speaking of Halloween, with the season, are there any movies that you constantly rewatch that you do every season during the Halloween?
Well, Battlefield Earth, one. No, the one that I do watch every single season, and I think it's the best Myers sequel, is Halloween H2O. And I'm not being funny. Something about that movie.
Is that because Josh Hartnett wears a thermal undershirt underneath a t-shirt?
It is short sleeve shirt under long sleeve shirt under short sleeve shirt. But I don't know. There's just something about that movie I actually thoroughly enjoy. I love that movie. So I watch that every season. I watch Trick or Treat every season. I'm trying to think. I will say I watch Halloween 1978 every season, but it's honestly background noise. I don't know about y'all, but like I'll just have it on and I don't pay a lick of attention to it.
You don't know? I certainly do not, Rob.
I it's like the soundtrack or it just being there. It's nice. Patrick's in the Panhandle. It's probably getting somewhat cooler there. It's like 101 degrees here.
Yeah, I can see Halloween being like that movie that you see in other movies that just plays in the background. But that happens in real life with Halloween, with the original. So I can see that.
Maybe I mean, maybe Evil Dead. I don't know. I watch so much horror that it's kind of hard. There's not many movies.
Nothing on this list.
No, nothing on this list. Trying to think. I mean, like there's not really. I guess like the thing with like a lot of horror recently is there's not a lot of Halloween or that kind of year themed.
There's
movies, right?
There's a discussion to be had for Immaculate, because I don't know if you guys have seen it.
I have not yet.
What is Immaculate?
It's got Sydney Sweeney in it, right?
Does.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that the Nun?
Yeah.
I fell asleep during it. I couldn't finish it.
There are two reasons.
The ending is important, Rob.
I mean, that's what people say, but I've been reviewing movies for years now.
He's a professional.
and half of them I don't ever get to the ending.
No. Okay, Rob, I implore you to at least Google the ending. Just that's all I want. Like,
I actually paid to rent this and I fell asleep during it. But that may have been because I had a whole Jimmy John sub and one of their cookies.
And that's in typical Rob fashion. I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I passed out. So
sustained.
I guess The Omen. I don't know. I do like the new Exorcist Russell Crowe thing, the one that's on Netflix now that I bought for $25.
Which one? There are two of them.
Exorcist
the one where he has an Italian accent.
Thor 4?
Is that the Exorcist?
Pretty much. It's Thor, the Exorcism. Yeah.
The Pope's Exorcist. I did like that one.
That is a Marvel movie, Exorcist movie. It's like
it's really good.
It's like it's really entertaining, but it's like bad, but it's surprisingly good in the same way that it's surprisingly bad. It's like shockingly both.
Russell Crowe speaks Italian, has an Italian accent, and drives a Vespa, and he's like the most badass accent. It's just fun.
That sounds like the most Italian guy in that movie.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Does he drink coffee with the pinky up whenever he's there?
He does pinky up a lot, I think.
That's Italian.
Like he does.
Does he have a messenger bag? That's Italian.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sure. He does. He does. It's good. It's got like there's like a little mystery to it.
You haven't seen Pope's Exorcist? I recommend it.
I have not yet.
Yeah. Solid.
I have to in this household, my wife hates like anything Exorcist like or anything satanic. So I have to wait for her to either go to bed or make sure she's not coming downstairs, so I'll start watching stuff. Because I watched a movie called The Deep House, and I thought it was great.
Is that the scuba diver one?
Yeah, the scuba diver haunted house.
Good. That one is good.
It was great until it got to the whole satanic ritual room and everything. She was like, nope. I'm like, oh, damn it. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
So Deep House is good?
It's good.
Yeah, Deep House is good.
It's good.
I would say, if you go to Shudder and you go to like the Shudder featured list, like what they're promoting, Shudder's been knocking them out of the park. Honestly, I mean, I not just really canceled them again. I'm trying to think. There's like 4 or 5.
And Screambox. Screambox sucks.
Oh, I don't like Screambox. Yeah, I don't like Screambox. Shudder. I think Shudder is worth it if you watch their featured movies and not just Joe Bob. I only have it for Joe Bob, really.
Joe Bob, the Creep Show series.
Yeah, Creep Show series are fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, even Late Night with the Devil was really good.
I did really like.
I saw that in theaters.
Oh, well,
but I would say it wasn't. It's not. I wish I would have seen. It's a small format movie. That was not the. Yeah.
Have you seen a WNUF Halloween special?
No.
That movie feels like the prequel before Late Night with the Devil.
Ooh.
Because
that's relatively recent too, right?
No, WNUF came out about 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
I want to say. And when you watch it, they're two completely separate movies. But this is one of those instances where it's like they feel like they're connected with the way things happen and with the way things end. Feels like there's a connection. Kind of like how people were like, the movie Life was like, oh, that's a Spider-Man movie because it leads into Venom.
Yeah.
Because of all that. And like, people are like, no, but it works.
They could have done that. Yeah.
They could have. Or another example, what's that movie with Kirsten Stewart? Was it Underwater? Or or that one legit was a Cloverfield movie, but because Paradox bombed, they changed it to Cthulhu.
I did like Underwater. I really
thought it was good
Underwater.
too. I hate that actress, but that was a good movie.
No, I thought that movie changed my mind on her.
It did for me too. Not that I'm like going to like seek out any other movies, but I think I put off watching it because of her.
Yeah.
I randomly just said, fine, I'm gonna watch it. And it just it hits you. They were really smart with it, I think, to just hit you right out of the gate. It starts so quick, it's fun.
And it just keeps going. Yeah.
And
like it doesn't really stop.
It has kind of like a progression vibe. It's almost like a really good like video game.
It is. It does.
You just hit start and you go, and I really liked it. I really, really liked it. Like I said, the Shudder features have been like, I thought Loop Track was amazing. There was a couple of ones that are really good, but you got to really pay attention to the featured list on what they're promoting to you.
So here's the problem with Loop Track. All right. So if you didn't watch the trailer and you only read the description, the description just says something along the lines of like a man battling anxiety, trying to escape from the world, befriends a group of strangers despite his best efforts, right? And it's like ... right? You watch the trailer and it shows you like what's going on, right?
Oh, see, I didn't watch the trailer, so I
read that thing and I'm thinking it's some psychological thriller.
So did I. I thought it was going to be like a
you still loved it?
Fight Club thing.
And you still loved it?
I loved it. I loved it because the ending was nothing. I didn't watch the trailer, didn't watch anything. I just kind of read a little bit of the description.
But did you know? So you didn't know. I guess it's in the trailer. So Aaron, if you haven't seen it, they're giant raptor birds.
Oh, so good.
Okay.
And see, that's what I mean. Like, if you don't watch
it's in the trailer.
Yeah, like, you mean real dinosaurs with feathers?
Yes.
Yes. But if you go into this movie blind like I did.
But it doesn't, it's only for the last like 10 minutes of the film. The rest of it makes you think, if you only read the description and you didn't see the trailer, makes you think it's a psychological thriller. And then all of a sudden, at the end, it turns out this guy's not crazy. These giant birds. These giant chicken birds have been murdering people on this trail. I don't think there was any missing or anything like that posters. It was just a popular trail that happened to have dinosaurs on it sometimes. I don't.
Oh, but you got to admit
that movie, Rob.
The effects of the giant birds are amazing. And again, if you went into it cold like I did,
those were cool. They were good puppets. They were good.
And the head scene. Oh, so going into it cold, and you're like, oh, this guy's obviously the killer. It's a psychological thing. Blah blah blah. And then out of nowhere,
that's what I wanted to watch, Rob. That's why I clicked on it.
No, I was kind of like, oh well, it's a Shudder feature, and they've been hitting him out of the park lately for me. I enjoyed it. I just clicked play on it, and out of nowhere, a giant fucking bird like splits a dude's head like a cantaloupe, and I'm like, this is amazing. This is amazing. I love this movie so much. Okay, I was so happy with that movie. I guess I think Shudder's probably the best right now for randomly just grabbing a movie and just and running through it. They've had some good ones. Like I said, this time of year I kind of just go through a little bit of everything, but I don't really have I've watched everything too much, so I don't really have a go-to.
Well, Patrick, what about you? Do you have any movies that you revisit during the Halloween season?
Pretty much Trick or Treat. A lot of that, and then trying to catch up. Horror's been really good lately. We're on a good run, so just catching up on a lot of that stuff. Abigail, good stuff.
I haven't seen that yet.
You haven't seen it? It's good. It's recommended. It's not. It's more horror adjacent kind of deal. But yeah, no, man. Pretty much just Trick or Treat's my only go-to nowadays. Like
Trick or Treat is a fun one.
I think Trick or Treat probably is the must. I couldn't do it. I couldn't not watch Trick or Treat, so that's probably pretty accurate.
But it is definitely a go-to for a lot of people. I do know that.
Yeah. But no, man, that's pretty much. I'm just trying to catch up on everything else right now.
Okay. Has anybody seen In a Violent Nature yet?
What does that sound familiar? Oh no, not yet. That just hit Shudder. I haven't watched it yet.
Did it?
Yeah, Danny actually just texted me and said it's like ultra brutal. Like,
is it? I've heard so many mixed things on it.
Yeah, so
if it's on Shudder now, I'll see, because I literally yesterday was when I canceled. So I think it's one of those watch until like the 30th or something like that. So,
okay.
I'm not really into the overly brutal stuff. Maybe
you're not. I mean, that's like half the reason why people watch Friday the 13th.
Yeah, well, some brutality's too brutal. Like, if this movie's going to be like Hostel style, just insanely brutal,
like gore porn.
Yeah, I don't like. I remember, me and Patrick were.
Saw X was great. I thought
we were really big into horror. Well, I've always been big into horror, but I remember when like the torture porn stuff came out. It wasn't probably. I mean, we were probably either still in high school or just out of high school, and I remember losing my taste for it pretty quick. I don't know what it was.
Jumped in full bore.
Yeah, I did too, because I mean, like everybody said, you had to watch Hostel, and you had to watch these other ones, and then there's other movies that get lumped, get lumped in with it, but some of them I just think are a little too much. So
I'll agree with that.
That's just me.
I
know people like there's a lot of people that put like high tension in there with Hostel, and I don't think that's true. Like,
that's
I think
psychological
high tension is brutal, but it's not like a Hostel was like trying to make you sick. Like, let's try to figure out how to make you sick. So I don't know. I just have kind of got out of it.
There are some sick movies that do that. I mean, there's this one called Sin Eater that makes you not ever want to eat again, and it's basically written by a mumble rapper. So that just doesn't help out. So with that being said, let's jump into our brackets. Let's get some voting on. It's 2024. We got to start voting.
Yeah.
And with this bracket, we got the anthologies, and we're starting off. We have 1031 up against Tales from the Hood. The first Tales from the Hood, not the two crappy sequels that have Keith David in it. I mean, I love Keith David. He's a great actor.
I'm about to say, I don't want to hear one unkind word about Keith David.
I'm not saying an unkind word about Keith David, but those movies are trash. The sequels are just god-awful garbage.
And so you're blaming Keith David for that?
I am blaming Keith David for taking the role in these two movies.
It did sound more along the lines of
fuck Keith
despite David. Keith David.
Yeah, despite Keith David being in the second movies.
They
are still terrible. They are still bad.
Oh, Tales from the Hood. That's Dennis. Is Dennis Leary in that?
No, he's not in that.
Okay.
He is not in that one. Tales from the Hood, that's the one where the three guys show up to the mortuary looking for the shit. That
there's a little the dolls.
Got the little puppets in there. At the Cotton Manor, the manor that used to be a
Rob, you would love this movie.
It's sounding good. Like you're selling me on it. Who's in this movie?
Obviously David Alan Grier is in there as a abusive father.
I do like David Alan Grier.
You've got I forget his name, but he's trying to play
the mortician guy.
Clifton Davis III. Clifton Collins III. He's been in a lot of movies. He's been in a lot of movies. I can't think of his name. But David Alan Grier is in there as an abusive dad. There's one guy in it that's been in like a lot of like TV shows like Moesha and Bill Cosby and everything like that. And he's always like this preppy kid, and he plays like this wannabe gangster on death row, which is hilarious. There's a lot of good actors, and there's a lot of Good special effects. However,
it does have Wings Hauser.
Yes.
I do really like Wings Hauser.
So you never seen this movie, Rob?
I mean, it's possible. It's not ringing any bells of yet. I mean, so I'm not quite sure, but I do know that I did not like 1031. So I'm only going to be able to go off of my dislike for that movie. Which is really...
That's valid.
I say is that's probably a solid reaction, right?
Yeah,
pretty much is a solid reaction.
Because 1031 was complete ass. I was
so
really
bad
upset
that they
with
made
that
a sequel.
movie.
So bad that they made a sequel to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna have to vote for Tales from the Hood.
You know, Rob, by doing that, you get
street cred. I gotta keep my street cred. That's for sure. And living down here in Central Florida, so I got to keep that up. And then also, I just remember clicking 1031 because I do love anthologies and being very, very upset almost immediately into that movie.
Okay, fair enough. So your pick is 1031. Patrick, what's your pick?
Wait, his pick was 1031.
I'm sorry. Your pick was Tales from the Hood. Because you hate 1031. My bad.
Yeah.
Patrick, what is your pick?
Tales from the Hood because it would win against a few on this list, but also I hate 1031.
It's so bad.
I can't do it.
I can't. 1031 is like...
I know people love it. It's like The Barn. I hate The Barn too.
The people
who loves 1031?
The people who buy like those 50 movie packs, like 50 movies for $20. This is on there.
Yep.
Those are the type of people who love this movie.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I bought this movie when the sequel came out because I bought the sequel in like a double pack. But it's not. I haven't rewatched it in a long time, so because of that, I'm gonna sweep it and have Tales from the Hood progress just because 1031 it's just not good.
No, it's terrible.
It's just not good.
But just because, like, come on, you can't. But also because let's not shortchange Tales from the Crypt or Tales from the Hood. Like,
that is true. I just haven't seen it possibly ever. But I mean, 1031 is god awful. It's. I'm not going to say it's the worst movie ever made because Aaron already mentioned that. But,
because I've already mentioned that.
Yeah, you've already mentioned possibly the worst movie ever made. So I'm
womp womp.
I'm not going. Not going.
Clarence Williams III is the host of Tales from the Hood. Clarence Williams III, who's been in a ton of different stuff. You got Dwayne Whitaker, Tom Wright, Samuel Monroe Jr., David Alan Grier. Don't even know who these people are.
We got Wings Hauser. We know who Wings Hauser is.
We got Lamont Bentley.
And David Alan Grier was the best part of In Living Color. So
we'll disagree on that one. But anyways, that's the one that's moving forward is that movie right there. Tales from the Hood.
Well, he doesn't like Keith David or David Allen.
I love Keith David. He's great. He's the voices of my childhood. From Gargoyles to Spawn to those Army commercials. He was great.
He's still going, man.
He's still doing it. He's still going strong. So, I mean, hey.
Keith David, man.
It's Keith David. He's Goliath. All right, so next up we got Bad Candy, which I know is a cult hit. People love this movie who still like Slipknot. Versus Creepshow Part 2.
Look, okay, Slipknot's still good.
Versus what?
Creepshow Part 2.
Oh, geez. Whatever should I pick?
You know
Bad
what?
Candy, which stars Corey Taylor, lead singer of Slipknot.
Sold.
And of
Bad
the Corey
Candy
Taylor
it
band.
is. I'm voting for Bad Candy.
And you've got Creepshow 2,
I don't need
which
to hear
has
anymore.
a giant wooden Native American, blob that lives in a lake, and what else is in Creepshow 2? Oh, damn it! I can't think of the rest.
No, it's
There's
mainly
the
it's
lake,
mainly the it's
Chief
mainly the
Woodenhead.
yeah it's the wooden Indian and the trash bag in the lake.
And there's another one too. I can't think of it right now.
The
See?
hair? No.
You're
The
thinking
hair
body
with
bags. You're
the
thinking
hair.
body bags.
Which Body Bags is such a good anthology.
It's so good.
I love Body Bags. That will be one this
I
year.
had not watched it.
I'll
I
be
had not
watching Body
seen.
Bags.
I had not watched Body Bags. I think the last time I did this.
You still haven't seen Body Bags?
No, I have now.
Oh, you have
Oh,
now.
it's so good,
Yeah.
man.
With
Body
Stacy
Bags is-
Keach with the hair. Oh,
yeah, that long ass hair, and then that's the one I remember. I remember the hair over everything.
Oh, the Meteor. Wait, no, that's the first one.
no.
Creepshow 2 is the Can I Get a Ride Lady? That's
The Can I Get a Ride Lady, and you have the
Was that 2?
yeah,
Venus
that was 2.
flytrap. Yeah, the Venus flytrap animated.
Yeah, you had the Can I Get a Ride Lady, and then you had and then was Creepshow 2? No, that was Tales from the Dark Side with the gargoyles.
Well,
Well,
from Dark Side.
but you know what? None of that matters because it's up against Bad Candy. And also, despite the fact, Creepshow 2 has some of the most classic camp horror moments, pulp horror moments, whatever you like. Chief Woodenhead, the fucking the lake.
This hair is gonna get me laid and paid.
You got my stones. You got my jewels.
But I still think it's such a dramatic fall off from how good Creepshow 1 is that Bad Candy deserves to win.
I don't know. I think it kind of upgraded when they got rid of Ted Danson in the first one.
Absolutely not. Ted Danson is an American treasure. That man married.
That's such a hold on, but that segment also has Leslie Nielsen in it. So I mean,
I love Leslie Nielsen,
right?
But Ted Danson should have stayed on Cheers.
I mean, he should have, yeah, but like,
he's good in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Should have stayed on Cheers.
I still have never seen any Curb Your Enthusiasm.
It's good.
I can't get into
Seinfeld. It's obnoxious. You got to take it in tiny
doses, like on TikTok and Instagram Reels. That's the only time I've ever watched it.
It's no Kenny Powers, but still,
I haven't watched Kenny Powers either.
Oh, it's a good show that just makes you want to hurt people by the way he does stupid things.
I hated him for the longest time until The Righteous Gemstones. And I hope they make 10 seasons of Righteous Gemstones. It's my favorite show ever made. Goggins is an absolute genius.
That is true. The last thing you sent me was the Baby Bobby Billy's
Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers.
No, it was the shirt from the song. What was it?
Misbehaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Patrick's
just randomly in the mail. I got a Misbehaving shirt
with Baby Billy. I love that show. I have rewatched all 3 seasons at least 5 times.
So
I love that show.
Rob has picked Bad Candy.
I'm going to
pick Creepshow 2.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's collusion at its finest.
And Patrick, what's your pick?
It's Creepshow 2.
So Rob, just like a Linkin Park reunion tour, that movie is dead in the water, and Creepshow 2 advances.
Oh God, I can't believe Linkin Park's still around.
Not for long if Chester's son has anything to say about it. All right, so next up we have
what's going on with Chester's son.
Oh, he's pissed at the he's pissed at the new singer.
I mean, what are they going to do? Dig his dad up?
They could.
I mean, don't make that.
I've seen Deadpool and Wolverine.
You know that was coming.
I've seen the opening intro of Deadpool and Wolverine. They could, but
That was fantastic, by the way.
As soon as he said Linkin Park, I said, Rob, figure out a way to say that Chester Bennington's dead. And I did it. So we're all good.
Oh, what I've done. So next up, in this anthology brackets, we have Tales from the Crypt, the movie from 1972.
I did not even know this existed.
I had to look it up.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's fun. It's a fun one. Versus,
I needed more time to prep, obviously.
Apparently, everyone's favorite movie because it has a debut of what people are calling the next cool slasher, All Hallows Eve.
Okay, Tales from the Crypt. We can just go right on ahead with this one. Yeah, I'm looking at Tales from the Crypt right now, 1972.
Oh my God, those special effects!
It's got Peter Cushing in it.
Yeah.
Done. Now I don't even sound like an asshole when I vote for it.
I just saw 1972 and I knew Peter Cushing was in it.
That's probably true. Yeah.
You could get a double feature of it with the 1972 Tales from the Crypt and the 70s Vault of Horror 2-pack, which is another anthology, and they're both fun to watch. They're both a lot of fun to watch.
Why is Tales from the Crypt not available anywhere? Does anybody know this?
Which one? Like, what do you?
All of them. The TV
series?
show. It's gone.
No, you could buy it on DVD. You could buy the
No, I'm not buying physical media.
It's not on Max. It's not on HBO Max.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Good,
it's not.
I canceled that too.
Yeah, it's pulled. It's been scrubbed off the internet, except for on YouTube. You can get like 3 episodes from season 1 with commercials, which is nice. Watching those commercials from like 1993, but they've completely scrubbed it. It's gone.
The main reason is because of John Williams, because he did the music, and he owns the music, and he wants us cut from HBO Max, or it will never come out.
Because it was originally an HBO show.
Yeah, the only company that cut him a check were the distribution companies that released it on DVD. So
just cut the music. Who cares? I just want the episodes.
That's like half the episode. People love the theme song.
Yeah,
that's half.
It wouldn't be without the. I don't know if I could get into it without the lead up.
How much could he want from it? Like,
I don't know, enough to buy a solid gold-plated coffee mug. I don't know.
Would you sit through? No, I think that's an interesting. Would you sit through episodes of Tales from the Crypt without any intro or outro from the Crypt Keeper or any other context?
No, the Crypt Keeper. The Crypt Keeper has to be.
That's what I mean. Yeah, so you can't. That's the John Williams lead in and all that. I mean, it's all part of it, man.
But they could just dub it. They could just. I mean, Vanilla Ice dubbed David Bowie's song.
That's the thing. Vanilla Ice. No, man, that's the thing about anthologies and stuff, man. You gotta the way there's a pacing and there's a rhythm to it.
There are certain shows that have good intros.
How old is John Williams? How long do we gotta wait?
Probably maybe another 5 years. He might die. I don't know.
How old are his kids?
Ooh, the estate though. Yeah, the John Williams estate.
God. Yeah, I mean, we just talked about Chester Billingham, whatever.
Chester Park.
We talked about that dead guy.
Chester Park.
The dead guy.
We talked about that dead guy.
That's messed up.
It's not. I mean, he did it to himself. It's
prayers up to Big Homie.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, no. You saw where it came out.
I'm sorry, but Linkin Park's ruined to me because me and Patrick had a friend in high school that used to make out to Linkin Park, and he shared all the grimy. Look at him. Look at Patrick's face. It's the truth. He would share all the grimy details about the Christian girl he was trying to bed
about the makeout sessions to Linkin Park.
Yep.
Wow.
Rob talks as though that's not that wasn't Rob's closest of close.
It was my absolute best friend in high school, like my brother.
He says this, but then I can hear Rob also asking his friend to give him details as Slipknot's playing in the background.
Rob's keyhole in it.
Yeah. He was my absolute best friend.
While I'm
babysitting his little brother while he's developing his anxiety disorders.
True.
It's fully developed now, by the way.
True. Okay. So
my brother's got the fibromyalgia of anxiety.
So are we all agreeing on this? All Hallows Eve is not making it past. Tales from the Crypt is winning.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were we talking
Back
about?
on track. Back on track.
To speak on that though, like All Hallows Eve is uniquely terrible. I'm a hater of Terrifier. I cannot stand Art the
Thank
Clown.
You. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Is,
me and Patrick will argue about anything and everything, but we agree on movies for the most part. I hate Terrifier. I mean, with every ounce of my being, I hate Art the Clown.
Yes.
I hate. I mean, like it infuriates me.
And the worst part, because it's like it's like a pretentious form of art house horror, and like it's brutality for the sake of brutality, but it's not even good at it. Like it's in the 80s and 90s, it would still be considered low budget and schlocky. And I think it wants and tries so desperately to be shocking. But in order to do like Terrifier 2, the bedroom scene with the girl with the scalping and all that stuff, like that entire scene and so many of the kills require the victim to literally just stand there like, oh no, and then they like lean into him and like slowly like, it's all just dumb. And yet any one of those would win over All Hallows Eve. Because Art the Clown is the only watchable section in that entire thing. And that happens to be the only good thing Art the Clown has ever been in. Like, that's actually an okay, like, that individual short story is okay. Like, it's, that's creepy. Yeah, okay, I don't understand the poop part, but okay, cool. It's this weird, whatever. Every other second of that film is unwatchable garbage.
Yeah. And I mean, see where I come in on this is it's unwatchable garbage, but because of Terrifier, anything redeeming about the Art the Clown segment is completely ruined for me because I hate him so much.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, I mean, just like Patrick has like a saying sometimes where he'll watch something or we'll talk about something. He goes, "Yeah, it exists, but it doesn't bother me." I am the opposite. It bothers me that it exists.
I've read that people compare Art the Clown, or the meaning behind Art the Clown is that basically he's a horror version of Jim Carrey's The Mask, with like his cartoon-like antics and his inability to die, but he never takes the mask off, and he's just straight up horror and gore.
But see, that's the infuriating part about me for this dog shit character is that there are people somewhere coming up with a meaning to Art the Clown. Yeah. And like, that just infuriates me so. Like Patrick said, somebody took this, that if this was in the 80s or 90s, the person would have been brought out back and beaten with a hose for this terrible, terrible movie. But now there are literally people that are equating it to some kind of art house. It's not. It's absolute ass.
You have people getting Art the Clown tattoos. You have people who are cosplaying as Art the Clown at random events because they love this character. You have people who are just making their own Art the Clown figure because the NECA one hasn't come out yet. So, and these people are probably juggalos, which means that they have no money. They have no reason for
these are some kind of lower form of juggalo.
They drink Faygo.
I don't know if they can afford Faygo. I'm not sure.
99 cents. It's 99 cents.
No.
It's so bad. I hate it so much.
So, I mean, hey, Rob, you know Freddie Torres. I mean, we all know Freddie Torres from the old CCH days. He made a case of why Art the Clown is terrible, and honestly, he won my vote. Is.
Oh well, that's a case to be made. That's
Wait, he hates Art the Clown now?
Oh yeah, he hates Art the Clown.
Oh, good.
I think he did. Wait a minute. Either way, after this episode airs, I'm
know.
going to hear either terrible things or I'm going to hear praise for including them.
Right, fair.
Either way, if I'm wrong, Freddie, if I'm wrong, I apologize. If I'm right, yeah, I was right all along. Still,
something's happened with Freddie. He used to trend along my thought process, and something has changed. And he starts to defend Halloween sequels and other things like that.
I think he took your way of thinking of defending terrible movies because everybody else was hating on them.
And then it's like once the popular opinion sways, he's like, my job here is done. And then he starts shitting on it until it,
Okay, that makes more sense then.
It's all love, Freddie. It's all love.
So exactly like you, Rob.
It's like, I do love crappy movies, but like, I mean, my crappy movies are it's a sincere just love.
Uniquely bad though, too.
Like Unfriended, I still will stand by that.
Not like, okay, not even uniquely bad, because Unfriended isn't uniquely bad. It's
exactly
unique. But no. It's uniquely like uniquely,
I went and bought
why would that be your favorite?
I bought a MacBook Pro because of that movie.
Well, that's because you're easily influenced.
It's not rewatchable.
I like the bullshit. That movie.
Rob,
I promise you, I've rewatched that movie 10 times.
Rob, did you buy Old Spice deodorant and body soap because Bruce Campbell was a spokesperson for a year and a half?
It's possible. I mean, look, it most certainly is.
I can see Rob going to the store and buying.
I bought a Land
Rover because Bruce Campbell told him to.
I bought a 91 Range Rover because I saw an episode of Top Gear.
Top Gear or Narcos?
Top Gear. And I do like Narcos.
Narcos Mexico with your drug lord Skittles pigeons. Yes. All right, so we're on agreement. Tales from the Crypt is moving on. All Hallows Eve is not. It's staying down. All right, let's hit the last fight in this first round. We have Cat's Eye versus the original Trilogy of Terror, which, if you've seen Cat's Eye, it's got James Wood that I think plays a different character in each story of all these tales. And you have Trilogy of Terror, which has Karen Black in all stories of each tale. So you have a reoccurring actor or actress in each one of the short stories of each of those movies.
Well, James Woods is a patriot.
I never even had realized that.
I didn't realize it until I was talking about James Wood. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Karen Black was also in all the short stories of Trilogy of Terror. So,
I am going with.
You said.
Go ahead.
The original Trilogy of Terror?
Yes.
I thought we were on Trilogy of Terror too. Hold on.
I thought you couldn't read, Rob.
Yeah, well, Patrick dictates it to me.
I think you can read numbers.
Okay, Trilogy of Terror. Okay, Trilogy of Terror 2.
Okay.
Which,
yes,
the female actress is in every one of those episodes too. She plays the mom. She plays the scientist in the museum.
Yeah.
She's the character in all of them.
I am going with Cat's Eye. One, because James Woods is a brave patriot. And two, because I actually really like Cat's Eye. And again, it's going to be one of those unfriended takes. I really like this movie. I like the little gnome guy at the end. I like the cat because I like cats. And I like the whole kind of like him quitting smoking. And I think it's actually got some really good comedic things to it. I rewatched it actually about a year or two ago.
I thought you would have voted against Cat's Eye because of the misuse and mistreatment of SpaghettiOs used at the end of the film to destroy the little gnome creature as a special effect.
Yeah, but no, I'm good. I'm good with that.
Okay. Rob supports.
Also, it's Stephen King, so it has some prominence to it.
It is Stephen King. I mean, he does like those kids young.
He does like them young, just like P. Diddy.
He has a party too in the sewers. No Ninja Turtles.
I've never actually read that book, so I have never actually really like experienced what supposedly happens in the sewer.
I have. I've read that book, and I am like, what? I'm literally like, what the hell is this? And then the fact that he won't ever retract and re-edit that book to make it more, non-pedo.
Yeah.
And the fact that the guy who wrote the Willy Wonka books went back and re-edited and rewrote his books to make him more PC. But Stephen King is like, nope. Kids in the sewers, thumbs up. That's 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Drip, drip, drip.
Well, I do like Cat's Eye. So I am going to vote for Cat's Eye. And I have not watched Trilogy of Terror 2.
Well,
you shouldn't be surprised by any of this because Patrick probably does understand. I genuinely do like Cat's Eye. Like, it's not just to be, it's not just to be a pain in his ass. I probably will watch Cat's Eye this weekend. Actually, now that it's fresh in my mind.
You're gonna watch it before or after a Devil Rays game?
Oh, well, I mean, it just really depends on what my schedule. Sundays they play at 1:30, so it'll probably be after. So, and then the Bucks play at 1. It's gonna be a busy day, so I may have to wait for Sunday night to watch it.
Okay. So Rob's picking Cat's Eye. Patrick, what are you picking?
It shouldn't be that funny. Cat's Eye is a good movie.
Look,
drip, drip, drip.
For a second, because I forgot what it was up against. I'm thinking to myself, man, like, yeah, Cat's Eye, one of those like formulative things of my youth was seeing that little gnome crawl out of the
little
goddamn
gnome,
wall.
and they find the little
like,
knife and everything.
That scared the crap out of me as a kid, and I was like, I need a cat.
Your breath. Like,
I need a cat to protect me from that thing.
Yeah,
right?
And then the gnome throws the knife and hurts the cat, and I got real upset about it.
Yeah. You do get upset about that cat at the end.
I do. I feel so bad they kicked the cat out.
But then I remembered the Zuni fetish doll, and nothing else matters. That is the most horrifying thing that has ever graced the screen.
Yeah, but the likelihood of a Zuni fetish doll getting you is much lower than a little goblin that lives in your house that's stealing your breath. I think we could all agree on that.
I don't know. I mean, you snatch a Zuni doll's chain, it comes to life.
As far as we know, that to be fair, as far as we know, the logic does fit that in the world of possibilities, all things being equal, a living Zuni fetish doll making its way from Africa to your house.
Yeah.
Versus a gnome that may or may not have always just been there.
We don't know.
No, we don't. There's less suspension of disbelief.
You know, I'll just say this about the Zuni doll. Back in that day, that's whenever the Nigerian princes were starting to send out emails and calls about you being a long lost family member and you have $15 million waiting for you in a bank account.
That's
you
true.
didn't pay that money. You didn't give them those digits. They sent you a Zuni doll.
I would somehow make and sell enough to not get a Zuni doll.
Yeah, there you go.
No, Trilogy of Terror, that wins.
No, there's no possible way. Cat's Eye is better.
I don't even remember what were the other two stories for Trilogy of Terror 2.
Exactly.
There's one that involved the girl was like with her boyfriend and they would rob people. She would marry an old man. The guy would die. They'd take over the inheritance and sell the house and everything.
Did that one? And it had the guy who's always old.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I love it.
He was in the Family Vacation Christmas movie with the hair that caught on fire.
Probably.
And then the third story was like the mom who was like missing her son, missing her kid, and she's praying for him to come back. So she does like a seance that brings him back to life.
Yeah, and he's weird as shit.
And it's not really her son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? No, Rob, you are objectively wrong.
This is just a blatant attack targeted toward James Woods. Is what this is. That's exactly
no. Family Guy did that. I've got it to split the vote. I've got to go with Trilogy of Terror 2.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
Surprise. I mean, the Zuni doll is just, it's iconic.
Yeah.
It is not. It's not that iconic.
It is very iconic.
It's freaky, man. That thing. It's like a little.
The thing sounds like a kid who hasn't had its sugar in like 5 minutes come running after you at a Chuck E. Cheese.
Again, I'm just saying that the cat's eye is scarier because of the little breath zombie.
That's scary. But I have cats. I'm afraid the Zuni doll would hurt my cat. I think my cat could take the gnome.
See, there you go.
How's that?
He's got a Florida cat. That cat's probably packing heat.
Oh, Oogie. Uggs.
See? I mean,
Oogie's huge, dude.
I say still one of the greatest pictures ever is that picture that Patrick posted of Marissa. And was it Owen? It's just flipping his shit. Both of them at the same time.
I had to stop. It's a good thing I'm not on the Facebook because I'm always tempted. I used to post it every year, and she gets so upset.
Ever.
It was a pretty good picture. I do miss that. I do miss that on seeing that on Facebook, and I also miss your prosecution against the Chicago lawyers on Facebook too. That always cheered me up when I'm having a stressful work day.
Well, I apologize, sir, but it's been incredible for my mental health. So,
hey, mental health matters.
Because now he's on Twitter. It is just as bad.
He's on Instagram too, posting game.
No,
pictures.
I'm not that bad on Twitter.
No, but I mean,
I'm not on Instagram.
I thought you were for a while, so I saw you post like, "Hey, we're playing games."
Oh, I might have done a "Hey, we're playing games."
Yeah. See, there you go. That's still on Instagram. Okay, so anyways, we're on the second round of these movies.
I'm getting
started up.
screwed.
Tales from Tales from the Hood versus Creepshow 2. God damn it, Rob. That's our next one. Tales from the Hood versus Creepshow 2.
You know what? What does it matter? I'm just gonna get outvoted because this is rigged. The whole system's rigged. I've heard Patrick on several occasions talk about how much he likes Cat's Eye.
This isn't Georgia. Fonnie Willis has not taken over this case. It's not happening.
Oh, man.
There's no Nathan Wade.
I guess I'm gonna have to go with Creepshow 2. Between Creepshow 2 and Tales from the Hood, even though
so you hate David Keith. What's your problem with David Keith?
Well, I mean, besides the obvious, it's just
short.
Yeah, that's no. Was he in Creepshow? No, he wasn't in. No, he wasn't. In Tales from the Hood.
Was not the Thanks for the Ride lady in Creepshow 2. That wasn't him.
I think no, that was Tay Diggs.
Right before he did Transformers.
Yeah,
and Malibu's Most Wanted.
That was him.
Wait, Tay Diggs was in Transformers, wasn't he?
Was he? Or was that Omar Epps? I keep getting Tay Diggs and Omar Epps confused.
It's easy to get them
confused. Satire just folds in on itself.
Oh, what I've done.
It's like a black hole. No, I'm still gonna say Creepshow 2.
Creepshow 2. Okay, Creepshow 2.
Patrick, agreed. Creepshow 2.
See, there you go, Rob. He agreed with you.
Yep.
Well, this was an easy one.
I was going to say Tales from the Hood because of the ending of that movie is so, the special effects are so terribly bad at the very, very end that had my vote. But Creepshow 2 is a fun movie.
Well, the beauty of it is because Creepshow 2 has the Chief Woodenhead. Like, you get to still be woke, even though you're voting against Tales from the Hood.
That is true.
Hey, Creepshow 2, it's not woke. No, it's not woke enough because they was an Italian kid to play a Native American who was going to Hollywood.
But we've been doing that for years.
Well, I mean, it was also Chief Woodenhead. It's actually pretty problematic. All of it was just pretty bad.
I mean, to be fair, we had John Leguizamo play Luigi in the Mario Brothers movie, so
yeah,
it balances out.
Not only that, but John Leguizamo was also mad that a non-Hispanic person played Luigi.
No, an Italian guy played Luigi. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he played Mario. He's mad at Chris Pratt for playing Mario.
No, he was mad at Charlie Day for playing Luigi.
I thought he was mad at Chris Pratt.
No, because he was like because he somehow thought the role was supposed to be Puerto Rican or like Hispanic
or Venezuelan or whatever ethnicity he is, like Carlos Mencia.
Yeah. Oh, well,
I think Carlos Mencia was like he's Honduran and German, but he plays not funny Mexican. So
yes,
it all works out.
All I know is that John Leguizamo's The Pest is one of the greatest movies ever made.
That is a fun movie. I mean, I used to like his work. I had to unfollow him on Twitter because he kept his political nonsense is just nonsense.
Yes.
Didn't the bad guy in that turn out to be a petter? What was that guy's name?
He was in Beetlejuice too.
Yeah.
Oh, in The Pest, yeah. He's a Jared from Subway.
That's no good. Mom and Dad Save the World, all that stuff.
Ferris Bueller.
Oh, yeah, he was Rooney.
And wasn't he also in a Howard the Duck?
I mean, who knows?
I've never seen Howard the Duck.
Well, I've seen enough of it.
All right, so the next round we have.
Has anybody seen the new Beetlejuice movie?
I haven't.
Not yet. We're planning on seeing it soon.
I figured Patrick was. He's a big Tim Burton fan and all.
Is it
common misconception?
Oh,
I mean,
Nightmare Before Christmas.
The Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Henry Selick directed it. Thank you.
I was about to say that because I started thinking, I was like, wasn't Coraline Tim Burton? But then no, it's he. Coraline wasn't made by Tim Burton.
No,
it has its Coraline style.
It's Leica, and directed by Henry Selick.
Yeah.
So Henry Selick did Nightmare Before Christmas, James and the Giant Peach, Coraline,
yes,
Box Trolls.
Has a similar style, but it's not Tim Burton. Like Tim Burton,
he does stop motion animation. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so next
up, just trying to rip off Tim Burton.
Like nobody wants to rip off Tim Burton. Not even that British chick, Helen Bonham Carter or whatever her name is.
Is she in Beetlejuice?
I hope not.
Probably.
I was about to say this may actually I don't know. This may be the first without her.
I can't watch it then. I can't stand her.
I don't know.
I can't. Okay, next up we have Tales from the Crypt from 1972 versus the Trilogy of Terror.
Trilogy of Terror.
This is ridiculous. Yes.
Yeah.
No, Tales from the Crypt, 1972. It's got Peter Cushing in it.
Ooh. Okay.
I just need a win.
Rob,
I just need
a
W.
I watched that trailer. The trailer is so garbage.
Of what?
It's from 1972.
The Tales from the Crypt? I mean, it's from 1972.
The one
with
the Ghost Rider? The Ghost Rider motorcycle guy?
That's part of it. That was in it, yeah. Okay. The Ghost Rider guy. It looked like a paper mache, but not like a creepy paper mache. Like
it's from the 70s. Yeah. It's UK.
I mean, they didn't have a lot to work with in the 70s.
I mean, that's Mr. Bean country.
They were dealing with strikes.
Okay.
What strikes were they dealing with, Rob? Dentistry?
All kinds. All kinds of strikes.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know about movies in which like the director, I don't know if he shat on the carpet or what, but he wasn't even allowed back into the house for reshoots for the terrible movie. So I mean, like, that
sounds like a Dave Chappelle skit,
right? But like, I don't know.
All right, I am going to pick, because I do enjoy this movie. I found it eventually on DVD or Blu-ray eventually, because it's fun. I'm gonna pick Trilogy of Terror 2.
There you go.
Of course. Why would it? You know what?
Rob, you can't purposely pick the worst option.
I'm not picking the word. I've never seen any of these, so I don't really
Exactly.
know. Like,
So that means you're the one purposely going out of your way.
I gotta refill my drink. Give me a second.
You gotta
Shit.
We only got a few more minutes left. What are you doing? And he walked off. Wow. He pulled the Whoopi Goldberg and just walked off set.
To be fair, he may never be back.
He's probably like hiding off camera, just laughing. Deal with this, peasants. It's probably just. I mean, at least he didn't take his headset to the bathroom with him. I mean, oh, there you walked by again.
That is not uncommon.
I'm just ready to just like say, hey, final two, we flip a coin. Oh no, what is he putting the headset back on? There it is. All right, he's back.
Yes.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Did you get your drink?
I got a drink
For
Savannah, and then she said she didn't want it. So there you go.
All right, so the final two, we have Trilogy of Terror 2 versus Creepshow 2. And Rob, I'm going to let you pick first. That way I can disagree with you later.
Creepshow 2. Just Creepshow 2. There we go.
Creepshow 2?
Anything but this towering terror.
Towering terror
that I haven't seen.
Okay. Any reasons why you're picking Creepshow 2 as your final pick?
Because I haven't seen the other one, and I'm pretty pissed off.
And that's a very valid reason, apparently.
I keep getting screwed in these brackets.
You haven't watched any of them.
How can you get screwed in if you haven't watched any of them?
Because I'm looking at the Tales from the Crypt movie poster, and it looks awesome.
Rob,
you
know what?
Paper mache motorcycle
Rob,
man.
I'll make you this deal. Watch all these anthology movies. I'll have you back on to put your case to change.
You do realize that I will never change my opinion on this.
I'm giving you the option. I'm giving you the option to plead your case, to see which one is good or bad.
The case has been played.
Look,
I will not go
Aaron,
back on
I will tell you right there, like
Sustained.
He could very well come back on your show. And you'd be like, all right, Rob, you had a chance to watch all of them. What do you think? You'd be like, I didn't watch any of them.
I didn't watch any of them. I played Madden 25.
This is a high likelihood. And my opinion won't change.
He's going to come back on and say he played the new Call of Duty for 16 hours straight instead.
Oh, is there a new Call of Duty?
Yeah.
There's like, yeah.
Black Ops 6 is coming out. And the Halloween edition for...
I think the last time I played Call of Duty was with Patrick, so I still got a PS4.
No, they're doing new skins this year's for Halloween for skins for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. There's the Michael Myers skin. There's the skin of the two people from Smile, like two of the victims with the smile. Daryl Dixon is in there. And then Sam from Trick or Treat is a skin, along with the Dracula mask.
Wait, is he small or is it like
he's tall?
Big?
It's a tall guy. It's a tall guy.
No.
But his sucker is like the knife, like your melee attack is the sucker.
Nah, I'm still.
And then you get the masks from Trick or Treat, which is like the Dracula mask and the devil mask that people can wear. And who else? It's that. And there's somebody else. It's Myers, Sam, Daryl Dixon, the Smile people, and there's someone else I just can't think of the name of the character. But yeah, they're in it. I know Freddie's going to get it. He was talking about getting him. So there's that. So Patrick, what is your pick? Trilogy of Terror 2 versus Creepshow 2?
No, man. I mean, you gotta go Creepshow 2.
Fine.
Gots to.
And you know what? I'm going to sweep that vote, Rob.
I've been vindicated. So
you have been vindicated. You've been found not guilty. All charges dropped.
It's just classics, man. You can't. Yeah.
So Creepshow 2 is our anthology winner. It won this bracket out, and I got to say, guys, thanks for coming on and helping me pick these movies to go on. Rob, I am sorry that your judiciary voting system has been counterfeit, and that your votes that you mailed in do not work. And I hope that in your election, Rob 2024, it goes well.
I mean, I could probably win. I got to wait a couple more years.
You got to wait a couple more years?
Yeah, but I probably could run for some kind of political office eventually.
Well, I mean, you could run for king of CCH and definitely win that.
Yeah.
You at least win a major award.
Yeah. Sure.
Get nominated.
I had to go to Ohio to get it, and I'm not doing that.
So Rob, where can people find you? Where
pay the entrance fee.
People find you at?
Where
can they hear your voice other than the show?
Cult Classic Horror Show, if you're so inclined. We record every other month, every other week. We don't know, because it's been like a month, because I kept putting it off and trying to. You want me just to cash app you?
Did he just bust on the doors? What you talking?
Yeah.
Is that Danny busting on the doors? What you say?
No, it's my son.
Oh.
You want some couple Celsius?
Okay, well, give me a second. Damn, I'm in here talking to my friends, and you're fucking my life up.
She wants a couple Celsius. She wants enough money.
My God. Asking for Hot Pockets.
God, I friggin'
or Tostino pizza bites.
I don't know.
I just can't stand kids.
You know, neither could Chris Benoit.
No, yeah, he had it all figured out, though.
Hey, man, just hang in there.
Did you get it?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, while Rob's dealing with his drug dealer,
what the fuck
Patrick,
are we doing? Did you get
you
it
want
or
people
not?
to be able to find you, and where can if so, where can they find you?
Jesus Christ!
Don't come looking for me. I don't.
You still have your shirt store?
Cash app.
I do.
Because
no, I mean it might still be up, but I don't even know if I'm paying for it or if it's active.
Send it to you
for the Shopify one. But TeePublic, if you go on TeePublic and look for Turtle Club, if you like some dumb little designs, I've got some dumb little designs up there. So yeah, that's about it.
All right, there you go. And while Rob is dealing with his landlord there, that's asking for money, I know he's a part of the Cult Classic Horror Show. Sometimes, whenever he shows up and talks, and he usually fights with his co-host about what movies are good and which ones are bad.
And if you stay tuned, he may give you his Cash App code.
He could give you the Cash App code.
If you just listen in, maybe his social security number.
Yeah. You don't get my social if you don't pay my taxes now.
He's talking to his young.
You don't pay your taxes.
I know, but somebody could. That'd be nice. No, you can find me at O'Neillio 4 O's.
Seriously, Rob, without incriminating yourself, how much do you owe the IRS?
That's why they're moving.
It's
probably.
It's well, this wouldn't be incriminating myself. I'd say it's 6 figures.
My name's not Rob O'Neill. It's Bob O'Neill.
It's you could buy a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with what I owe the IRS.
Cash money
in Kowloon.
Oh wow.
Estates.
And with that being said, I'd like to thank you both for joining me on this show
with closing costs.
Hey, we're definitely closing this episode out. Thank you for joining me on this episode with these brackets. Thank you for picking these movies. Hopefully the IRS is not listening to this.
They know where I'm at. They keep sending letters.
Dear Stan, we're waiting for your payment. Just send him a starter cap, Rob. Just send him a starter cap.
Yeah, Florida Department of Revenue is banging on that door too. I'll tell you.
Yeah. If you made it this far, thank you for listening and enjoying the show. And be on the lookout for the next episode where I do the brackets of these horror movies for our ultimate Halloween Madness winner. And until next time, just keep listening. We're on Cross the Stream Media. Other shows are on there too. Give that a listen. I got shirts somewhere, YouTube stuff. Damn it, Rob. I'm laughing on the inside.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe.
He started GoFundMe.
Yeah, to pay my taxes.
Oh, I think
that might. Please don't. That might be a whole other thing. I'm not implicated in anything Rob is doing. I'm just gonna say that.
Didn't it work for 50 cents?
Patrick's already figured it out because not a dime of that'll go to taxes.
I mean, that didn't work out too well for Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
He went to jail for a while.
He's still doing movies. He's fine.
Yeah, after like a hiatus. Like, where's Wesley? Don't know.
See, that's what I thought. I was like, the IRS only goes after people like Wesley Snipes, and I was wrong.
They go after. Oh my God.
They go after pretty much anybody that owes them large sums of money.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do. Hey, what's it that Chris Lee Knows Best guy? He's in jail for tax evasion and stuff too.
Yeah, but I thought he was getting out.
No, he's not getting out anytime soon. He owes them a lot of money.
Yeah, but the way that he is, he probably enjoys prison.
He probably does. I mean, every night's a Slim Jim night for him, so it all works out.
Okay. Patrick will be my first character witness.
That's a bad plan.
Patrick says he's a moron. He's a moron.
Sir, do you have any reason to believe Rob would commit fraud? Well, I started getting random emails one time from people asking me if I was selling the popcorn machine. It turns out Rob had started a Craigslist ad with my number and email address, stating that I was selling a popcorn machine.
Yeah.
Didn't he also send you like a box of ducks?
I have never
Seen. No.
I never even saw Patrick.
Rubber chickens.
Rubber chickens. He sent you a box of rubber chickens.
Like, it was more cartoonish than ducks. It was literally like an Acme bag, practically. Like it may as well have like made a boing song sound when it fucking hit the ground.
I sent kazoos too. I sent an entire pack. I sent like 200 kazoos. And I just got an audio message from him, and you could hear both the kids just whoa through the house.
Oh, yep. Wow.
Yeah, I still haven't sent him a Ouija board or a live snake yet, but I mean, probably because like I don't want to be like terrible.
You could go out into Florida and find a snake and just send it to
I was going to say,
Patrick.
It's also like, you might as well send me a box of leaves. Like, what? Okay.
I truly believe Patrick would never speak to me again.
Oh, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Like, I wouldn't be thrilled, but I'm just saying, like, I live in constant fear, Rob. I'm not afraid of your box. Okay.
When I sent that text to both of y'all, there's no beef, right? I just wanted to make sure there wasn't a prank that went wrong. Where you and like a pie shot out.
No. Rob and I go through these like phases in life where it's like we'll go like a year without really talking to each other, and then start talking to each other a lot.
Football season will start, and then we'll start talking. And then I went through a phase where I would get a new cell phone number about every 6 to 8 months.
Yeah. Well, before spam calls got really bad,
started sending him texts, and then one day Marissa had his phone, started texting me because she didn't know who he'd been texting. He's like, "It's Rob. He's got a new number." I got a text. Who is this?
Wow. Well,
Patrick's whole thing was, "What bus station are you calling from?"
You can't make this stuff up. Wow.
No,
It's
been
going on.
No,
like
there's no
years.
feud. He did leave me to spend more time with his other more important friends, but no.
Carmelo and Danny.
No, they're
Scotty
further away from me now. Like, I moved the opposite direction of everybody. My parents had to come down to the beach, so I had to go down here with them and try it out for myself. And now there's hurricanes and floods and everything else. So yeah, it's actually wearing pretty thin on me. I'm ready to get out of here.
Sounds like Houston.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
Houston's not been doing great with the hurricanes lately either.
No, we. It's not good. I mean, we don't fear them, but we do not like them coming here.
No, I mean it's a pain, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Tallahassee's the worst too because of all the canopies. The power goes down in Tallahassee. There's like 500 trees have fallen across the lines. But I will say the only prank I've ever pulled on Patrick where I thought genuinely like I had gone too far was when I listed that popcorn machine on Craigslist and I put his personal cell phone number on there.
That was upsetting. Upsetting.
It's Savannah the whole time. It's like, he's not going to find this funny. He is not. He's not going to. Nope. He's not going to lie. I'm like, yeah.
No,
And
objectively, I have to find it funny.
He didn't even call, but I could hear his tone in the text he sent. He's like,
oh no. He was in the group chat. Like the first thing he said after that happened was, "God damn it, Rob, I'm going to kill you." Yeah. And that was in the group chat. And that was hilarious because we were all like, okay, what did he do this? What did he send you this time? And then Patrick says something about a popcorn machine. And I'm like trying to pay attention because I'm in a meeting at work and I'm scrolling through seeing these updates. And I'm like, oh crap, what's going down? Is this another Wagner Fest or something that's happening? What's happening? And wow.
Yeah.
The funny thing was how quickly he put it together.
Quickly. It was immediately. It was after the second popcorn text.
I think
I got the first one was like, "Oh, I just got the weirdest text," and then the second time.
But no, he. I think I got one text from Patrick.
He's the inside guy for the IRS.
I think I got one text from Patrick that was like, "Is this you?" And I was like, "Damn, that was fast." And then I just ignored him. What's going on, bud? Buddy? That's weird. What's that? Take it off. Turn it off now.
I gotta say, y'all gotta bring the podcast back to with what y'all were doing, because these little back and forths like this were funny to listen to. I gotta admit that. So I gotta cut it off here because we're hitting.
Also the one that used to hit kids.
Kid? What?
No, not like he bought an adult fist, that rubber fist that you bought.
Okay, I gotta cut this off here. We're hitting an hour and a half. Rob's getting to some testimonial type things that could be used against Patrick in the court of law that no Chicago attorney could handle. So until next time, guys, thank you for coming on. Rob, it's always been fun. Patrick, good luck.
Yeah.
I like the Kirk handle.
Thank you.
I'll have Danny Trejo say some Hail Marys in your honor.
Just...
So, thanks, guys. Until next time. Oh, God damn it.
Thanks for listening. If you like what you heard, check out crossthestreamsmedia.com to hear more episodes of this podcast and the other shows on the Cross the Streams network. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you download your favorite shows. Visit crossthestreamsmedia.com for more information. See you next time.
This has been a Cross the Streams Media Podcast.